Hello. So, I'm just adding a finishing touch to my equivalent of Apollo, and then we're going the Mun. And hopefully not all dying horribly. Should be good. But it's quite risky, this mission, and especially for my return journey, because this has very little fuel in it. So we'll be using this section for as much as possible, for as long as I can squeeze some fuel out of it. I'm going to be keeping that attached. So I imagine the lander will only actually switch to attaching to the command module in orbit of the Mun, I think, if I do it right. It's still going to be quite risky though. I've got my abort set up, so the bit I wanted to I actually won't add the bit I was going to for now. Let's just get straight into it. Let's see. Sometimes the more complicated the vessel, the easier it is just to blow it to bits. So also, if I'm sweating like nothing, I imagine if you live in the UK, you're probably experiencing the weather right now, which is preposterous. So sorry about that if I'm a bit sweaty. Right, RCS off, SES on, staging is correct. Yeah, we're ready to go. Let's get my navigation going. So let's target the Mun. I'll work that out in orbit. Okay. Right, here we go. So 3, 2, 1. Okay, well we're going up. That's good news. Let's shut this stuff for a drink. Why we're tilting here is because if you go straight up, basically you're just going to go straight back down. You want to lean the craft a bit, so you start following the curve of the planet. So when you're much higher and that's much more exaggerated, you start to hit an orbit. I want to get a bit more. 11,000 meters going at 600 meters a second. 700 meters a second, you go pretty quick when you're sitting there, something like this. And it feels good. It's 120% of the tank. Get that lean in a bit more, look at your nav. Ooh, one way out. Alright, that's going okay. Ooh, plasma effects though. I don't mind that so much on the coming in, the going up. We get him having the sort of free entry effect on the way out. 1,800 meters a second. 1,600 meters a second. And main engine cut off. That's good. Engage RCS. And stage 1 separation. Oh no, to calm that engine down. Now. Cut the engine off. There we go. Oh, fuck me in high. Okay. Into a nice orbit there. Yeah. Okay, I'm happy with that. So we've got 6 minutes now before my next manoeuvre. Now I can speed up time, which I'm going to do. But first I'm going to light a cigarette. Because it's not like sitting on a big rocket and having a smoke. That's perfectly sensible. Okay, right. I have to increase my speed by a kilometre a second to achieve the orbit I want. So saying 1 kilometre a second doesn't sound like much, but it really is. The escape tower can go. No, that was not needed, thankfully. So there she goes, and I don't want to hit it, so I'm gonna just manoeuvre out of her away a little bit. By the time we are 5 minutes down the line, that should be fine. I don't think I'll be flying straight into it. We'll know about it if it is. I'm not lost at Kerbal in space. I'm not going to start tonight. Okay, right. Let's do a bit of time speedy uppy. I'll get to my yeah, it's drifting away nicely. And 10 seconds till engine start. Oh shit, I'm nowhere near position. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's a lot more wobbly than I'm happy with. I must have broke a strut in launch. Bugger. So we are, even though we're very, very high, we are still suborbital at this point. If I just cut my engine off, I would simply fall back and blow up. Way before it hit the floor as well. We're halfway, half a kilometre a second faster than we were before the engine start. I could be doing this a lot faster, because you can see that wobble between the command module and the cover for the lunar lander. I'm not happy about that wobble at all. Oh, there we go, I've calmed it down. Just had to go into manual control, which is fun. We have just achieved orbit. Well, we want to get to a much higher orbit before I'm satisfied with that, which we are about to achieve, and engine cut off in 4, 3, 2, 1. That'll do. Right, now I need to plot out my trajectory for lunar incision. Fuck off. Right. That's not good. Further out. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I'll be happy with that, I think. Yeah. Okay, so when's that? 16 minutes. I'll be definitely speeding up, but I'm gonna get in on the angle for it now, because I nearly forgot before. There's the moon over there. It's going beyond the horizon. That's where eventually we'll be going. Hopefully coming back. I'm very confident about getting there. There's basically 4 big dangerous stages. We've done one of them, which is launch. Then there is the lunar landing, is a big one. And then taking off, because I'm going to have very limited fuel. I'll have to have been very careful during the landing to conserve that. So hopefully I won't completely balls that up. And then there's re-entry on the way home. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning, I will have a fuel issue on the way home, and I know I will. So I've just got to do the best I can. But I imagine my final sort of maneuver thrusting for deorbit will actually be done on RCS rather than the mainsail. So I've got to be a bit careful with my RCS as well. Why aren't you in position? Come on. What was the heavy rocket this? Okay. There we go. And speed up. 14 minutes. This room is dangerously hot. Oh, I've passed it. There we go. Engine on. Only passed it by a second. That should be fine. I've done much worse. And in a moment, we should have a lunar flyby planned out. Then obviously I'll need to slow down when I get to the moon to hit lunar orbit. Shit! Wasn't concentrating. What have I done? There's me saying I've got to be careful of fuel and killing myself. Okay. I still have a lunar capture, but that's a hell of a shape I'm going for there. So I've got to slow down, otherwise I'll get flung out the Kerbal To The Mun into the solar system, which will be very, very bad for my crew. So, right, I walked it there. Let's see. So in the sort of the actual Apollo rocket, which this is sort of based off, but it's definitely not. I would have lost this section by now. It'd just be the command module doing all this. Why is my camera over here? Let's at least have it on the camera. Right. The trajectory I have right now will end very badly. And that was me slightly overshooting my mark before when I wasn't really paying attention. Now I will fix that in a second. Okay, right. So we don't want that, so we're going to have to manoeuvre slightly more than I'm happy to. But the stage I'm using now with my engine is the stage that I have more fuel than I need, so it should be okay. I do not want to come in on a polar orbit. That'll be a nightmare for recapture, docking back up later. The lunar lander. Yeah, take me. That's not really equatorial. Oh, there we go. I will accept victory there. Okay. How much fuel is that going to cost me? 208 meters a second. Nah, doddle. We'll do that. I think. Oh, I've actually used a bit more fuel. Happy about it. Let's get into position. Let's see where we are. Ooh, slow down. I need more RCS thrusters on. Yeah, the second stage. I'll need any. The second stage is important anyway. For weight, but yeah, it's probably worth it. Use more RCS than happy about. Oh no, actually, I'm really good on RCS right now. Okay. Speed up a bit. 10 seconds. Okay, so hopefully I have fixed my orbit. Let's see. Oh, that's much nicer. Now we need 2 more braking manoeuvres. One to put us in lunar orbit, be much lower than that, and then the second braking manoeuvre will happen over here to bring it into a nice low orbit. Manoeuvre again. I will take this opportunity to check the things. Okay. Calm that shake down. We're in position. Let's do it. In 40 minutes. So first braking manoeuvre, and this is going to use a lot of fuel. We need to come down 0.5 kilometre a second, so I'm a little nervous. I just did that a little bit too early. Much difference. I'm a little nervous of running out of fuel in this and needing command module to do manoeuvring round the moon, which I really want to avoid because of the fuel constraints I've got. I'm going to design a better one, which I don't need to worry about this. I might have a weight issue after that, or I might be able to trim down the weight of the lander, which will give me a bit of playroom. Actually, is that a bit too high? Should I bring that down lower? Just a little smidgen lower. There we go. And then that'll be perfect for a landing, I think. I'm going to roll the ship over. Bit too far, come on. Let's go manual, do this better anyway. Piece of shite. Okay. Oh, 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 oh. And there. Let's speed up. Seconds. And I have done, considering I've messed up a bit on the way here, I've done fine for fuel so far. Only slowed down 138 meters a second. I've still got maybe 15% of a tank, so I am satisfied. Now after this slowdown we have some crazy maneuvers to perform because I'll be detaching this tank and getting rid of it and blowing this fairing. And then I need to piss about rolling the ship around and docking back together. So and there we go. Right, let's see. Yep, I'm happy with that orbit. Not going to crash into a mountain or anything. It is obviously elliptical, but I'm okay with that, especially looking down there. Right. Okay. So blow the fairing. Here we go. Get a nice view of this. There it goes. Lots of debris to pollute lunar orbit. I'll do all this manually, so I don't. Oh no, do I need to do that yet? No. Okay. Undock this, and we are now separated from the lunar lander, and we can't have that. So. Let's fly that off into nowhere. And now for some tricky manoeuvring while I dock. This is, for a lot of people playing, one of the hardest things to do, docking. And I must admit that my first few games on here, it took a lot of practice to get it, but as soon as you've got it, it really isn't hard. He says, watch me mess it all up now. It really isn't too hard. To be honest, I think what people do wrong is they're looking at the docking clamps and they're trying to work out if they're aligned and trying to, trick the camera through pieces to see if they're all lined up, and you overthink it. Honestly, just use your nav ball. Just use your nav ball. It's all you need. So there, I am on approach, but my nose is slightly at the wrong angle. So I want to fix that. Coming in, but I'm slightly wrong angle. Let's see, so that's where you've kind of gone a bit wrong. So it's dead easy to fix. All you need to do is line up all these things. See how badly I can mess it up and fix it. So you might be in this sort of situation and be absolutely all over the place. But just take your time, don't get too frustrated with it, and it starts to work out for you. I say that, this is one of the worst I've done. It was one of the worst dockings I've done in ages. There we go, getting all lined up. Slow down a little bit. See, I'm not very straight there, am I? That's okay. There we go. Coming together now. So there we are. Oh. Do you know what it is? It's the fucking probe that's in the way. There we go. Whew. So that was harder than it should have been. Decouple. But honestly, you know, first playing this, and I know from talking to other people who play it, they can spend hours trying to whack that together. And if you're trying to build like a space station or something, it's an absolute nightmare for you. But anyway, we're all together. It's all good. We're misaligned with the RCS there, but never mind. Because I don't need to be doing any RCS. So where's a nice spot to land? There looks quite clear. Yeah, I think I'll go for there. So work out which Kerbals I'm taking. No need to do an EVA, although early in this game's development it was a nightmare. You couldn't just transfer crew. I had to get out and come back in spacesuits and stuff. Nightmare. Oh, I'll tell you what I haven't done. Open this as service bay. Holding me communications out. This would have helped me. Bloody docking guide wasn't open. And for some reason, that won't come out. I don't know why. I need to fix that at some point. But how are we for electric charge? Good. Okay. Lucky here. You should be great, shouldn't you? Yeah, you are. Okay. There's not this debris to worry about, but I shan't worry about it for now. When should I undock? Now, really. Okay. Now, we've got some tricky manoeuvring to do for a second. Activate the engine. Now, this is where I've got to be very, very careful. There is almost bugger all fuel in this. I've got to land without smacking into the surface and blowing up, which will require quite a bit of fuel. But more importantly, I've got to take off to come back and meet that so that you can actually go home. So this will be tricky. Okay. Nice course to crash into the moon. So, let's see. Okay, I'm okay with that. Right. I think somewhere around there you want to drastically try and slow down. I'll probably end up landing here actually. Somewhere around here. Hopefully. Okay, let's... Woof! Wrong button. Let's bring us to a nice stop. This is bumpy terrain. Set himself. don't necessarily need that much, but I would certainly like it. So I'm going to cut there. I'm still going a bit faster than I'd like, and I'm aiming right for a crater. That's not good. What crater? This one? Is the curve that much? Yeah. See, if I can get the bottom of the crater, that's probably okay actually. Nice and flat. That's my RCS. 224, 310, okay. Oh. And do some more braking. Okay, I should get that gear out. Now, I've had a problem with these legs. Oh no, it's fine. Oh no, see, they've gone weird. Which makes landing a bit scary. I'm now at half fuel. So any fuel after this point is fuel I'd rather not be burning. I want to touch down at less than 10 meters a second. And even that's pretty harsh, like, that's quite harsh. This rain looks okay though. We've landed in quite a nice flat area over craters. Trying to save fuel by using RCS as much as I can. Oh, oh. And the Eagle has landed on a slope, but we're there, we're okay. So I will now deploy my solar panels so I keep electrically charged while I'm here. And let's get ladders done. Oh, should we have Jeb or Bill be the first? No, let's have Jeb. Oh, I do not like the slope that this thing's on. It's a bit scary to look at it when you're doing an EVA. Oh dear. Woo, no gravity. Well, of course it's gravity. That's why we come back down. Little gravity. But I'm happy with that. Oh, it's fallen over. I'm going to plant my flag. Okay. New flag going down. Jeb. No, same name. Okay. And now we've got the return journey. I've got a little bit of a checklist to do here. Oh, it's orbiting the way it didn't. Orbiting against the curve. Ah, I'm gonna have a fuel problem. So you want to go the other way. Okay, there we go. This is gonna be tough. Oh, especially if I'm gonna just do that. Oh God, I can't waste fuel. I can't waste fuel. Why did I just tumble like that? You want to go this way? Heading the right way, on the right course. I have very little fuel. Well, we knew this was going to be an issue. Okay, and I did waste some just then with that little somersault I did. I don't even know how I did that. Probably taken off from the slope actually, maybe. Messed me about a bit there. Oh God, I've got to. I've wasted fuel again. This is not the best thing to be doing. Right. Okay. Okay. Right. Just get in position. I have a feeling a decent amount of my RCS is going to go into trying to get into orbit here. Right, 6 minutes. But actually, can we see it? There's the lunar module there. How annoying is that? In fact, we might target. No, that's not one. Let's see what we can do. No, I might mess it. I'll mess it up. I don't think I've got the fuel to mess around like that. I was going to try and catch up with it there and then, but I honestly, I just don't think I've got the fuel. So it'll get this into orbit and get the lunar module to catch up to her, I think, is the best way of doing this. Don't waste that. Only 129. We won't do it on the fuel. Don't be silly. Okay. And there she goes, racing past. Okay. This is it. See how much of our fuel we can use very, very quickly. Go to bed. Go to bed, Wilson. Right, dog. Right, and there's our main sail done. We can only do this on RCS. How short are we? Very. This isn't going to work out well, I don't think. Go to bed, Wilson. Go to bed. I'm getting attacked by dogs. What's that? Piece of debris over there. 60 meters a second. I think we might do it on RCS. We do seem to be okay fuel-wise on RCS. Bed. Now. So yeah, only being able to use RCS is a big problem right now. It's not Apollo 13 scale of an issue, but it's not it's not great. So we're going to do most of this, the manoeuvring to dock, via the command module. Okay, we've achieved orbit. That's good. Right. Let's see. This is a bit of a mess. It's time to switch to the command module and do everything from there, I think. Okay, switch. So it's up to Bob to come and rescue him. Let's see. What's good? LCS liquid fuel is awful. We've got to do this while using as little fuel as possible. Where can we intersect? Let's see. Sort of fuels not used, almost none. That's good, but they'll bring me nowhere near each other. So let's exaggerate it. Oh no, hang on. How many orbits would it take? Maybe 2. Let's just speed up. I might need to do much at all here. I'm lucky. A little worried about battery power, but that should be okay. No, this isn't going as nicely as I'd planned, really. Where are we after that? Opposite ends of the bloody moon. Oh, another 4 orbits, 3 hours. On the orbit in once an hour-ish. Okay. I wish I could speed up faster than this, but the altitude I'm at can't. Try a manoeuvre in a minute. Yeah, that's a bit better. That's not bad. I think it's probably another 3 trips around and we'll be close to matching. Come on. Yeah, 2 more. This is a nightmare. She's zipping past debris all over the place there. Yeah, flames. Oh, we want the light. Be a little easier for me to dock this time round. Go to bed. Yeah, I'm grossing you out because I'm incredibly sweaty. Um, the heat here is just unreal. This is doing my head in. Come on. Oh, we are nearly there. My return trip to Kerbal will be. That shouldn't be a problem now. Except for fuel. Fuel consumption might be an issue. I'm going to see how much of this I can do on RCS, but I really don't know. Because my full tank of fuel, which I have, is only 90. So, I mean, you piss more than that. Right, there we are. We're quite close now. We'll talk to each other soon. Come on. Why is that like wake up. And try and do most of this on RCS. I haven't got the fuel to use if I ever want to bring the guys home. Go to bed. Now. I've got quite a bit of mono, so I can use that. The RCS is basically fine. And fast forward. This game of chase is not fun when I haven't got the fuel to bloody be using. Let's go around one more time. A bit closer. A further. Shit, why? Oh, fuck it. I know what. Right. Go out. I'm going to come out to swing back in, otherwise it's just going to take all night. taking all night as it is. Okay. Right. So that should swing us out a little bit to catch up with the lander. Then we can rejoin, transfer the crew, and go home. And not burn to death, hopefully, in a re-entry. Oh, look at that, that's nice. Okay. How far? Still 52 kilometers away. Let's see what we can do. And that will do nicely. Right. Move it to there. And we'll still do this on RCS. Only be a kilometre out from each other. The slowdown when we intersect might need the mainsail. We'll see what we can do. Said noodles hanging out, man. Let's go. Nearly. Wandering off course a little. Okay, hopefully we'll be within about a kilometre. 1.2 kilometres, yeah, I'm happy with that. So let's walk to there. And we'll rejoin with the lunar module, transfer the crew, and go home. We've certainly had some ups and bumps on this one, but overall, success. Haven't, but I mean, we're not home, so you know, not until the fat lady sings, or I don't know what you call it today, body positive lady. No, we're using mainsail. Come on. Okay. Right, so we've got the trickiness of docking, but it shouldn't be much of an issue. And then we're going home. Okay, enough time for me to have a quick stab at my dinner. annoyingly, I'm coming up on a bum. So I'm going to just transfer to the other ship. Slow down. For a crash. So I can spin the other ship around and dock. Oh, this is horrible to fly on RCS. Let's go back to him. So now for our tricky docking, which hopefully won't be. That down there is the landing site. Which is quite poetic for us docking back together. Past the landing site. I feel like I keep drifting away I don't engage to, and I just feel like I keep drifting away from it. Hey, there we go. Whoa! Just not that tumble. Right. Transfer crew back. Again, with your pat on the back. Now, how are we doing for RCS? I think we're fine. Have you got any fuel? No. We'll ditch you. Should check battery actually. Right, now to work out going home. Yeah. Are you happy with that? Let's not run out of fuel. Oh, we're doing really well actually. Much better than I thought. We might actually have a fuel issue with the command module. I really predicted we would. Okay. We've got the bigger break to come now. Half. I think we will run out of fuel, but my RCS will get us there. Whoa. Okay. So I think this is asking for more than she can actually deliver. Let's find out. Come on, okay. Right, let's burn up all my fuel. 3, 2, 1. $40 meters a second too short for fuel. I'm going to consider that quite good, although, let's see. It is still a bit short, but the RCS will more than happily make up for that, I think. So, let's find out. I think it just to be absolutely on the safe side, I don't want to detach the service module from the command module until I'm basically scraping the atmosphere, in case I need some more RCS push. As soon as I separate, I won't have the RCS push, and if they don't even skim the atmosphere in the slightest, they are not coming home. So I need to be absolutely sure. The danger of this is if I am good and I'm going to enter the atmosphere, detaching from the service module at that later point could encourage a collision, which will not bring them home. So let's see how we do. Oh, that means I'm going to enter the atmosphere, doesn't it, when the camera changes? I'm pretty sure. Okay, we'll detach. We will detach, but we'll wait till we're about here. Let's go. Kerbin's gonna get a lot bigger. Whew. Right, now I have a problem. This is not designed for a surface landing, it's designed for a splashdown. And I think I'm going to have to land on the surface. I'm very, very lucky. Oh well, let's see what happens. Let's get a bit further in. Okay, I need to spin and separate. Separate, not in a line with each other, please. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Get your arse in. Hey. Stabilize. Come on. Okay. orbiting. How's my shield doing? How's my orbit doing? Long way to go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a ground impact if I get down to the surface at all. Which, in the scheme of things, I'm just going to consider a win. This mission could have gone wrong several times through this. Yeah, it's going to be a nasty bump. I don't know if it'll survive ground impact. I think it will. Yeah, I'm gonna guess it will. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous about this. Okay, we're through the worst of the atmosphere though. We're not. I don't think we're gonna burn up. Heat shield took that nicely. Okay. And we'll deploy our first shoots at about 8,000 meters, I think. They should be safe to do so now, but I'm happy. Oh no, I'm hitting land. Yeah, I'll do it now. I'll slow down as much as I can. These are high-speed shoots. My other shoots are the shoots that'll truly bring it to the ground. I won't deploy them for quite a while. Now, the Soyuz lands on the ground in Kazakhstan, but when that does, it actually fires some little rockets about a second before impact, so they don't smish into the floor. I don't have any rockets, so there's an interesting weight issue with this module as well. My parachutes, you'll see it when I deploy my main ones. The module will lean. I don't know why. I don't know what that's about. Okay, they've opened nicely, but I'm still going way too fast. 40 meters a second. I will all.
Not eating any of your food.
I know. I will splat on the floor at 40 meters a second.
Naughty.
I want to do this at about 5 meters a second, considering I've got no landing gear. And right now I'm at 30, so 33, 32. I'm actually speeding up.
And you took me later. Naughty.
Okay, I'm going to deploy my main shoots at 1,000 meters. Oh god, it's 1,000 meters to sea level. That's like, ugh. I think they're going to be fine. See what I mean with this weight issue? I don't know what's going on. It just rolls about. 4, 4.9, 5, 4.9. Let's see how we do. Hooray! Okay, I am gonna eat my dinner and bugger off. So thank you for watching, and they're all alive, so I'm quite happy. Okay, join me next time. I'm not sure what my next mission will be. If you've got any ideas, put it in the comments, and see you later.